None of us would actually want it to suffer. None of us. If there is anything, is joy all the time, peace all the time. None of us want to say, I have pain, or I am actually going through a trial. But one of the biggest questions in the Bible is, why do the righteous people suffer? Why do the people who love God suffer? And sometimes people are trying to do comparison, actually between the people of the world who don't seem to have any problem. So it's like, why did you get born again then to suffer? Because folks on the other side seem to enjoy life a lot. And for us here, it's like no money, sickness, problem, But I've been looking at the Bible in this series I've been doing on Christian suffering. I looked the first day, I looked really, this man called Job. And the last video, I looked at this woman called Anna in the Bible with no children, but the Lord remembered her finally. But today I want to look at another character altogether, just to encourage you, my viewer and my listener, that suffering and trials and temptations are part and a parcel of a believer. And you cannot believe it, but actually I want to talk about Jesus Christ today. And I know sometimes we may not relate a lot, but I want you to know that Jesus was both man and actually God. So he was able to weep, he was actually able to feel the pain. He also suffered. And illustration is given from Philippians 2 verse 8 that actually tells you exactly about Jesus' pain. It says, and being found in the appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on the cross. Therefore God exalted him to the highest place and gave him the name that is above every other name. Jesus actually suffered. And I believe it is quite a motivation for us because we are followers of Christ. He set the pace for us. I am not a prophet of doom and telling that cancer will kill you, or that diabetes, or that hypertension. But the reality of life is suffering is part and a part of us. And it's good for us to learn early as believers that when it comes, it is not coming to kill you. And in fact, let me state this way. Number one is that when we suffer, we grow our hope in God. We are able to believe that actually God will give us hope to overcome the situation we are in right now. And is able to help us to realize that the hope God has given us is not a short-term kind of a hope. It's that we will be able to overcome the situation that we are in right now, at the moment. But also, secondly, is actually suffering builds our faith in God. We are able to believe God more. Why? It's because if I was sick and I prayed by faith and God answered prayer, my actually faith now going to be built up and I'll be able to trust God for a bigger thing tomorrow. So it is able to build, my faith. But then number three is actually trials and temptations. When they come, they build our character. I would say that sometimes, not because God is, celebrate when he punishes you. He does attempt, he doesn't punish. But I would say sometimes through the things we go through, time of trust and temptation, they grow your character. Maybe where I was kind of not having faith in God, or maybe fearful, or being anxious of things of life. But when suffering comes, my character is able to be built again. Actually, I'm able to trust God more. And some of the things maybe we do as believers that are evil, or even areas where we compromise. When actually suffering comes, sometime it refines us. It makes you actually to be refined in terms of character, and it become really a better Christian for tomorrow. So what I am saying in this is, could you be in a situation right now that you are crying and you are full of pain and you're wondering, where is God in this situation? Let me encourage you, this situation of your suffering, it won't kill you. If anything, it will actually leave you better than you were before. The Lord bless you. See you next time.